So the new Helldivers 2 update just dropped, and it introduces 3 new planets to the game, which all have the new SPORE Terminated subfaction. It also has the new SPORE Battle Titan. In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of the best loadouts you can use to dominate this subfaction. So this was one of my pretty good games that I got. It was my third attempt, I think. Yeah, I think it was my third attempt. So before I talk about the loadout that I used, I want to first explain how the new Terminated subfaction works. They're not technically new because there's the Sporber's Scavenger, Hunter, and Warrior. They were already in the game, but I think they were just they didn't do any like crazy things. I don't remember what they did because I didn't play back then, but they were pretty much like reintroduced with different abilities now. Abilities, I don't know what you want to call it, but they're pretty much like significantly harder, and the Battle Titan is just completely new. So I'm gonna explain how they work first, because it'll make more sense for when I explain the loadout. And yeah, so pretty much the 3 main ones that you'll see are the variants of the Scavenger, Hunter, and Warrior. And pretty much what they do is, on death, they explode into this red spore cloud, and basically what this does to you is it'll slow you down, I'm pretty sure, and if you're too close to it, like if you kill one and you're right next to it, it'll explode and do a little bit of damage to you. And the damage is kind of like the terminated mines that you step on sometimes. That's how you can compare the damage. So it's not that much. But the main effect is that it speeds up the other Spore Burst Terminids, so they just become insanely fast. Like they go like supersonic speed. Like pretty much, they're faster than the Predator strain, which is insane because they spawn significantly like more. Like the patrols will just have like so many more bugs than normal. And for those 3, that's pretty much it. For the Battle Titan now, the thing there's a lot of things that's different about the Battle Titan. So basically, it's a regular Battle Titan, but the spew is the thing that's changed, and it'll spew regularly, like regular acid or whatever else it spews, and that does damage. But the new thing about it is that it spews also red spore clouds, and what that does is it knocks you down, so it ragdolls you, and there's like no limit on how often it can ragdoll you. So if you're stuck in the spore cloud that it shoots out, you can get ragdolled for the entire duration of it. So 3 times in a row, I think, is the max, because that's how long the spore cloud lasts. I'm pretty sure like it spews more, like a wider radius, and I think it's the same distance though, but it's like a wider radius. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this new Terminate. Well, one more thing is that this Battle Titan has more health than the regular Battle Titan. Specifically on its head, it has more health, and on its body, it has like a little bit less. But the main weak spot is still the head. That's what you want to aim for. I'll get into this a bit more later on, but first I'm gonna explain the loadout. So for my loadout, I have the Torture, which is one of the best primary weapons for this new subfaction, because it's a flamethrower. Torture is probably like the best flamethrower, because I mean the cremator and the flamethrower, yeah, those ones, they're too like heavy. They won't work. The flamethrower is pretty much useless because of the cremator, but yeah. So I've tried other primaries, but they're not that great. Like you could use the crossbow, but since they're so fast, you have to watch out for where you're aiming in case you don't blow yourself up. I tried ballistic weapons, like some ballistic weapons like the spray and pray, the breaker, just suck, so don't use those. The torture is really good, because this faction's all about crowd control, because they move so fast, right? So the torture just does a really good job, and since there's so many of them, it's even better, right? So for the secondary, of course I'm using the ultimatum. I don't know what else you could use that's as good as it. It's for just killing all the heavies, because there's a lot of heavies that spawn on these worlds, and ultimatum you can deal with them really well. Um, and for the throwable, I have the gas grenades, because crowd control, obviously. It's really good against them, but sometimes I find that they're so fast, they just run right through the gas, and the effect wears off because they're just out of the gas. But it's still good to use. Yeah, so next, moving on to the stratagems. For the stratagems, I have the orbital napalm, and this is just used for on bug breaches only. Um, the main issue with the orbital napalm is that the bug breaches happen so quickly, and you can get caught up in fighting them that you lose track of time because there's just so many bugs that spawn out of them that your orbital napalm won't be off cooldown by the next one. So there's another stratagem that's in this build that I'll get into last. Next up, we have the 500 kg. So the 500 kg, I use it primarily on the new Battle Titans because they have so much more health, so they're harder to kill. And the 500 kg can still one-shot them, but like a regular Battle Titan, but it's still sometimes inconsistent. So the best way you want to use it is wait for them to spew, because the main thing that I forgot to mention about these Titans is that they take longer to spew. So like when they're starting up the animation, they take an extra second. So they just sit there for an extra second. At first I thought it was a bug, honestly, because it just looks so weird. But yes, you have a lot of time to line up the 500 kg. You can just throw it slightly in front of them while they're spewing, and they'll walk into it, and they should get one-shotted. If they don't, they'll be relatively low, so you can just finish them off anyways. But moving on, well, you can use the 500 kg for general usage too, but mostly on the new Titans. And moving on, I have the supply pack, so it's just to get more stims, more grenades, and more ultimatum shots, because you run out really fast, especially against like all the heavy spam, so you need it. You could also use the warp pack, but you're gonna have to manage your stuff a lot better. Like here I was getting really lucky with all these drops on the ground. Like even with those, I still had issues with the supplies. That's just how it is solo on the bugs, honestly. But yeah, you could use the warp pack, you could use the jump pack. They're still great on this because they match the movement speed. Well, not the movement speed. They don't match it. It's probably like the best way you could counter their movement speed, other than just like killing them. But yeah, supply pack. And then the stratagem that I was talking about to use with the orbital napalm was the gas mines. So the gas mines are really good because they're pretty much like a orbital napalm, but they have a lower cooldown, so they're really good to use on bug breaches when you don't have the orbital napalm. And you can also just use them generally, like if you're running away to like the main objective or some other location and there's a bunch of stuff following you, you can just throw it down behind you and it'll take care of everything that's behind you. So that's pretty much it for the loadout, and I kind of want to get into what the problems are with this faction. In my opinion, I like this faction. Like, it's probably the hardest faction in the game. A sub-faction, not faction. It's a lot harder than the Predator strain because, like I said, they move significantly faster and they spawn a lot more. I think that's kind of stupid. Like, it shouldn't be like that, because the reason why the Predator strain is so fun to play against is because they don't spawn like absurd amounts of them, but they're super fast. But these ones are just like they spawn a lot and they're so fast, like a lot faster. Like these guys break the speed of sound. That's how fast they are. But apart from that, I think they're fun to fight against if you have the right loadout. Like if you don't, it's just miserable. I'm gonna be honest, it's miserable. But there are some issues with the Battle Titan, and that's kind of the reason why this faction isn't fun to fight against. I watched some videos, a lot of people have been playing about it. about the especially the new Titan and how the faction just sucks to fight against. I like it, but I'll get into why the Titan is annoying. So, his I feel like his spew radius is a lot bigger than it normally is. Well, not the spew, but the fog that it makes, or the spore cloud, not the fog. Um, and it just constantly ragdolls you, right? So none of the other bugs are affected by it. So they're all so fast, and they're gonna catch up to you while you're ragdolled for like 10 seconds. Just sat there, 10 seconds ragdolled, and they'll kill you because you just can't do anything. It's pretty stupid. I got ragdolled a ton in this game, as you can see. There's really nothing you can do against it other than being like as far away as you can be, because then they'll just miss, right? But I feel like when I was using the warp pack too, and I would teleport to the side, the spit would still hit me somehow. So it's just annoying because, especially with how many Battlefields spawn, like it's insane how many of them come out of bug breaches. Like a solo too, like 4 or 5 of them. It's ridiculous, and even with the fact that they have more health, like it's annoying, because I don't know if you know this, but they tank ultimatum shots to the face. And I've been testing other stratagems against them, like other anti-tank stuff, like the Quasar. You can shoot them in the head with the Quasar, and they still just tank it. That's how much extra health they have there. And at first, I thought I was tweaking. I thought I was just missing it, but no. Apparently, they actually do have more health. So I don't know why, because they're more annoying to deal with, but they're pretty much just better about them. Like they're just significantly stronger. So there's that, right? That's why people don't like this faction, because of that mostly. But I mean also because of the chaff that spawned. But that's the reason why I don't like them, this faction, because of the Titans. Well, I do like this faction, but it's just the Titans that I don't like. So apart from that, it's fine in my opinion, but a lot of people don't like it. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but apart from that, there are performance issues with this faction, cause, and by faction I mean sub-faction. It's not a new faction. There are performance issues. On the other like normal Terminids and other factions that there are, I don't really get performance issues, especially on solo. On solo it runs pretty well, but it's Helldivers, right? It doesn't run well. It runs well enough. Like I get like 80 FPS, so it's fine. But on this faction, I was getting insane lag spikes, especially when all the like small little bugs were dying, because there's a bunch of like particle effects. All of that just like lags up my game. It made it pretty annoying, especially when there's bile spewers. It's awful, because that was like unplayable for me. I was using this breaker spray and pray. I couldn't even aim the thing because I had like 30 FPS. I'm missing everything. But yeah, that's pretty much the only issues that I have with it. I think overall, it's good. It's hard, but I like the challenge. I still would rather play the Predator strain, but you know, it's alright. That's pretty much it that I have. Maybe I could talk about the balance changes, because those were like, everyone hates them. I don't really see anybody who says that they're good. I don't have the new Warbond, so I can't really talk about the new mechs, but people were saying that they do survive a little bit longer, but they did buff like a ton of the enemy's durable damage. Like all the bugs on the Terminator front got their durable damage increased. Even the Hive Lord for some reason. I don't know why they buffed the Hive Lord, but that's a bit strange to me. Like they say it's monkey paw balancing. I kind of agree with that. It's weird why they're doing it this way. But apart from that, I can't really say anything. I mean, I've seen people say that the lumber is bugged. Like it just won't, the fire, if you're right next to people with the flamethrower, well not people, the bugs, but it just won't do anything. Like it just goes right through them. And I forgot, yeah, the breakthrough, it's called the breakthrough. Yeah. So people say that one's pretty good, but it dies quickly because you know, now the bugs got buffed, so it's ridiculous, honestly. And with the change that they made to the Hive Guards, them having heavy armor, for me they're not like harder to kill, in the sense that I just aim below to kill them, and it's stupid because like there's no reason for them to have done that. It just makes like the crossbow even better than it already was, because they nerfed the health on the Hive Guard, so you can just one-shot it with the crossbow, and you couldn't do that before. At least I don't think. But it even makes sentries like bad, because machine gun and Gatling sentry, they have medium pen, and the Hive Guard forehead is heavy pen now, so the Gatling sentry just won't do anything against it. If it locks into the Hive Guard, it's gonna waste all its ammo just shooting the head, and it won't do anything. So I don't know why they did this. Like, I don't think they even tested it because it's ridiculous, right? But for me, they're not any harder to kill because you just aim underneath them and they die. And with this, I'm using the flamethrower, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Well, the torch, not the flamethrower, but you know, you get it. So that's pretty much it that I have to say. I mean, I don't really care too much about the balance changes because they don't really affect me. They're more of just like durable damage increases. I don't use any of the turrets, honestly. I don't use any of the mechs either. Like, very rarely I use the mechs. I was using the mechs for, actually no, I don't use the mechs. Sometimes I guess I use the Emancipator, but I don't think I've touched the Patriot since I got it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the update itself, though, with the new content that I added, it's pretty cool. A lot of people don't like it. It's fine. It's alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Some people really hate it though. I've seen people saying it's like the escalation of Freedom 2.0. Yeah, so that's not good. Obviously, this faction has a lot of the worst things about the Terminids, which includes the excessive ragdolling. Also, look at this heaviness. I mean, it's not the heaviness, it's the Meganist. There's like 45 Impalers in this Meganist. I don't know why that many Impalers spawn in here. They just sit here and do nothing. It's crazy. Like, I've killed... You're gonna watch this. I've killed 4 of them, and there's still like just 5 of them sitting in the nest. It's ridiculous. And something that's weird about this new sub-faction is that so many bugs spawn out of these bug holes. Like, normally I don't think that happens, but like, there's like multiple of them coming out the same bug hole at the same time, and it blocks my grenades, so it's kind of annoying. But apart from that, yeah, I think the sub-faction's good if they change the battle plan, because the way that it is right now, it's really annoying and I hate facing it. So I just prioritize killing it as fast as I can, because they just suck to go against. They're not fun at all. But apart from that, yeah, I think the other stuff about this faction is good. I like it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that I'm using the BO1 tactical armor. It gives you extra padding, and it's medium armor, so it's pretty much heavy armor. And I'm using the Vitalik booster. I tanked like a ton of stuff that I shouldn't have been able to tank. I don't know how I tanked it, I'm gonna be honest, but like, when you're watching this, you're gonna see, I barely even died at the start. Like, I think it was toward the 7-minute mark of like time left in the mission where I started dying. Like, I died once and it started spiraling out of control from there. Like, apart from that though, I don't know how I was surviving like half the stuff that I was surviving. But yeah, that's all I have left to say. I'm gonna let the rest of the game play out, but before I do that, I just wanna finish off by saying that I think the update itself that introduces the new content, I think it's decent, but they have to fix the balance obviously. But apart from that, I think it's hard, I think it's fun, but the balance patches on the other hand, those are just like pretty bad. There's like a few things that are good, like they fixed the flesh mob clipping, but that's been in the game since like 1955s. They should have fixed that out like a long time ago. And there's also a bunch of like other really weird changes that shouldn't. I mean, they should have been made because they're good changes, but they're like the melee buffs. Like, I don't know why they were made. There's bigger fish to fry right now, obviously. So I don't know why they made those. They clearly don't have the best priorities right now. I feel like that's why they say that they don't have enough time to do these balance changes like what the community really wants, because they're too busy doing this stuff. But yeah, the balance changes are not it. They're pretty bad. I don't think there's very little that's good about them. I think like 2 or 3 things that's good, but the rest is just bad. And yeah, that's everything that I have to say. Yeah, I'm gonna let the rest of the game play out. It was a really chaotic game, but it was a really fun one.
Say hello to democracy!
Deploying equipment package.
Unleashing democracy. Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
How'd you like the taste of freedom? Last reload!
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear. Hive structure destroyed.
Last reload!
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
Objective located. Helldivers never die! Last reload!
Enemy tactical asset within range. Permanent hive structure destroyed.
Unleashing democracy.
How about a nice cup of livers? How'd you like the taste of
You have
freedom?
served democracy well. Extraction awaits.
Cannon! Say hello to democracy!
Deploying minefield.
Last reload! the enemy.
Extraction is available. Tactical asset near your location.
How about a nice cup of liver today!
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Terminate outpost destroyed.
Last reload! Feels good! Throwing grenade!
Mission map. ETA T-minus 1 minute. ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Last reload!
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
That's called democracy!
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Freedom forever!
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.